Hey YouTube. Fuck you. What a mess. I couldn't find my hat, so I just kind of like ruffled my hair up, so it's just a disaster. Is it awful? I bet it's awful. Holy fuck, the last couple of days have been chaos with YouTube. If you don't know, hopefully this video will serve as kind of like a little bit of a catch up. If you know partly, hopefully this will fit in the gaps, but mostly I just want to clarify because there's been a lot of misunderstandings about it. There's been a lot of panic about the YouTube guidelines recently, and this mostly started with a video from Philly D, which I'll put down in the description because he covers it more elegantly than I ever could. But I'm gonna anyhow. These new guidelines contain some weird stuff like it's basically a set of rules that deem if a video is going to be un-advertiser friendly and therefore just receive no revenue and just not have adverts on it, right? So it contains stuff like no vulgar language or excessive swearing, which is fucking 90% of what YouTube is, at least. No sexually suggestive humour, so all the good stuff on YouTube just out. And the one that jumped out at me most personally, it was like no talking about current events, so can't really discuss war or natural disasters. Even without graphic imagery shown, just talking about them, just out. It's just no revenue. Boom. Internet explodes, understandably. People are freaking the fuck out. It's because it's a form of censorship, right? They're taking away money if you talk about any of these sensitive subjects that make you I've done this air quote thing a lot. Fuck man. One more time. Advertiser friendly. You're not allowed to speak your mind or you'll lose the revenue off what for a lot of people, the big YouTube especially, is like their livelihood. Because I mean, I've personally never looked at these guidelines, right? So this is fucking all news to me. I never read the guidelines. I never read the instructions when I assemble an IKEA cabinet. I never read the rules. So this is all just fucking absolute news to me, right? And I suspect that was the case for a lot of other people as well. We never knew about these guidelines at all. So the fact that they recently kind of re-emerged as what we thought was the cause of this controversy has just been the first time that we've seen them. At least it was for me. I don't know if it was for anyone else. I can't speak on behalf of everyone else, but that was the case for me personally. Don't panic though, because as it turns out, and YouTube have released a statement saying this themselves, the guidelines have not changed. They're just doing it to make it more clear. Hooray, we're saved. But people started noticing in the video manager that there were little yellow dollar signs next to the videos, and if you hovered over it, it would tell you that it's not advertiser friendly. Fuck. So YouTube's not changed the guidelines, but they're cracking down on them, right? Again, everyone's freaking the fuck out. Well, as it happens, no, they're not. They're not cracking down on the guidelines any more than they already have, but it does appear that way. All they're doing, and the bit of the message we should have taken notice of from them, was that they're making things more clear. Turns out the case is that since these guidelines have always been in place, videos have long since been deemed un-advertiser friendly, and we've just not known. They've not fucking told us. Apparently if you went deeper into the analytics, you could tell, but I don't know how to do that. So this change is targeted at people like me who use it. It's just like easier to see, and now you get a notification in your emails, much like when you get a content claim, saying that hey, this video isn't advertiser friendly. Nothing's changed. They're just fucking telling us finally. We just didn't fucking know. Some people getting multiple videos hit by these notifications that they're not advertiser friendly. And it's just always been the case, and we just never fucking knew. And apparently, like if you hover over it, you can click to contest it. If you go to like the edit monetize section of the video, you can contest it there. A lot of people got them reinstated, but it's the fact that we've been made aware of this crazy situation. In an attempt to communicate with us better, they've revealed how absolutely shite they were communicating with us in the past. And that this whole thing's just been blown out of proportion, and frankly, outside of the statement saying that nothing's changed really, I mean, there hasn't been much word from YouTube. You're trying to communicate. Fucking communicate with us and tell us about this shit. We've figured it out by things going wrong. That's not how it's supposed to be. We are the you in YouTube. Talk to us. Anyhow, YouTube's a big place, and there are millions upon millions of videos, so obviously this isn't going to be done by hand. This is going to be an automated system. Now that therein, I imagine, lies part of the problem, because some weird stuff has been getting hit, according to those previously mentioned guidelines. Videos about depression have been hit, and unmonetized videos about acne. I saw a post from someone and it was one of the email notifications saying that, hey, like, we're shifting towards an advertiser-friendly landscape. Just to let you know, this video might not be eligible. It's a fucking, like, Sonic Adventure 2 is a good game video. Like, what the fuck? Like, no one's quite sure exactly what's going to be here, and it's creating this uncertainty, and, like, it's kind of one of the big problems with this whole thing. YouTube have done a poor job of conveying what's actually going on to us. You'd think if they wanted to communicate with us, they'd communicate with us, especially when all this uncertainty and chaos is going on. Now's the fucking perfect time to talk to us. Tell us exactly what's going on, please. I think the bottom line to take away is, whilst it's scary seeing these guidelines and what could lead to censorship, and we don't know what's going to happen down the line, nothing has actually changed. We are, for all intents and purposes, just more informed. So it's been a very negatively portrayed positive change in a way, but nothing is your favourite channels are not suddenly gonna censor themselves and water down their content, and like it's not gonna become KidTube as a lot of people thought it would. Like nothing that drastic at all. They're not enforcing it more. The guidelines are the same, so there's absolutely no need to panic. At least not to the extent that we have been. How it goes from here, I don't know. Much like with the Content ID thing when that first came out, it just becomes this big shitstorm, and then it'll calm down in its own time a bit. So I hope this cleared it up for some people, at least. If I've informed or enlightened or just filled in the gaps with one person, then hey, I guess that makes this video worth the 4 times I had to record it. But thanks for watching. I hope this was informative and useful and helpful and all that jazz. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace, lates.